All right, hello everyone, and welcome back to the daily update, my 1000 day challenge. This is day 122, so let's get things started. All right, so first and foremost, you'll notice the balance is up a little bit. That's due to experimental trade setup whereby I went in my favor. So again, the negative is a little bit lesser in that sense. So that's the key difference behind it. All right, and today I'm just doing a very quick run through in terms of Bitcoin, the weekly, daily, and also 4 hourly chart. As you can see on the weekly, it remains the same, even though there is potential sign there is an exhaustion candlestick, this red kind of hanging makeup candlestick, along with a large increase in terms of significant volume wise. I wouldn't say a spike in terms of volume because it's almost the same as the last week itself. It's just that it's above the 20 moving average for the weekly. So over these past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 weeks, Bitcoin interest has definitely gathered strongly. So as of this moment, I don't see any point to go short, especially as a trend follower kind of a trader. So that's something to bear in mind. And on the daily chart, it definitely still looks bullish, especially after 28 November, whereby it bounced nicely from the 20 exponential moving average on the daily chart. So on the 4 hourly chart, like what I mentioned, is that there was a potential breakout entry over here. So in the end, I did actually enter this, but this was based on the experimental trade setup that I just shared. So basically, I did enter somewhere along here, a little bit late, and then my stop loss was along there, and then my target was only somewhere along here. Yeah, basically, I took a 1:1.6. So yeah, roughly again, that was roughly where my experimental trade setup is. However, as what I mentioned, in terms of the long setup, I did enter a little bit long in terms of here for investment wise, as I saw there was a potential double bottom. And firstly, it was a support over here with a bullish sign that was happening over here. So I did add over here 1715 region and yeah, 17.15 region, and also add a little bit over here as well. So yeah, overall, I'm definitely still bullish in terms of mid to long terms, which means in the next month and year ahead, I do see Bitcoin potentially making all-time highs. You can see now it has to really break to all-time high. So I definitely do see a strong momentum gathering in that sense. Otherwise, for this, I could have entered breakout. The reason why is if you have entered a long breakout over here, I would definitely not close the full position. And the only reason why I could close the full position for this is because this was an experimental trade setup. That's one. And secondly, it's also because I already have some long setup that was entered earlier that I'm trailing in terms of stop losses. So I'm just taking partial profit along the way using this experimental trade setup to assist in terms of getting some profit, because when you have a strong bullish market like this, you do not know when the retracement may come in as well. So that's a very interesting thing to bear in mind. Otherwise, that's basically about it. It's definitely have reached all-time high right now, depending on which market you're monitoring, because 19650 is definitely close to, I think, the all-time high that Bitcoin has hit, depending on which exchange you have hit, and now it's almost hit 19696. But of course, the key mark will be the 20,000 mark. If it does break above there and stay above there, you'll definitely be a key bullish sign to look after for any even long setup for like in terms of investment wise as well. So yeah, that's basically about it. And if you have entered a long, great. Otherwise, if you have not entered a long, please do not consider entering, because right now it's definitely very bullish. And however, you may not have a good enough place in terms of long setup. But if you're looking to invest, then yeah, potentially you could consider adding a little bit more as well. But for me, I will stay out of this and see how this thing plays out and where it finds resistance or even consolidation point. Otherwise, that's more or less about it. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care. Bye bye.